Hey everybody, it's me, Leather Rock, and I'm just getting ready to go outside to play my guitar. But it's really going to be under very strange circumstances this time, and you're probably going to hear a crash of my guitar falling to the ground right now, and there's not much I can do about it. I'm going to move this into position, and I say excuse the mess, but again, not much I can do about it. Now, here's the latest. Uh, I have not been able to successfully sleep during the daytime. Some of it is my fault because the best television seems to be at night. And if you don't know already, I am a member of Bachelor Nation. Last night was the season finale of The Bachelorette, and I actually taped that because something else was going on at the same time. And I ended up watching that in the wee hours. So even though I wasn't out playing guitar last night, I still woke up and slept and woke up and slept, and I ended up watching a bunch of TV. So I ended up basically staying up all night anyway. And of course, there's my mother has clothes that needs to be washed, her underwear needs to be washed. She just doesn't have the energy to do things like the dishes and stuff, and I have to do things. And plus, we have to get ready for the pest control guy who's supposed to be here Thursday, even though he does absolutely nothing, And the other person that lives here is off doing things, and my mother sleeps half the time. So I was supposed to meet somebody on the boardwalk at the stage at 6 o'clock. And as you can see right now, it is 7:09 p.m. Here's what I'm going to try to do. I'm all packed up to go. I am going to start filming before I get to Boardwalk Hall. What I want to do, depending on how windy it is, since I can't seem to go live right at where I'm going to be playing, I would like to set my recording equipment up about maybe a block away so that it's within sight of where I'm going to stand up. And assuming I can get somebody to watch my computer so nobody steals it, and assuming, it's still running, maybe if that cop decides to mess with me, maybe you'll see it live. And this time I am going to stand up to him. And this time I'm going to say, look, I don't know how many other people you might be targeting here, but nobody else seems to get run off the boardwalk. I see enough evidence on YouTube of them out here playing and singing and doing their thing. And if you run them off, they don't listen to you and they stay on the boardwalk and they're still here. And they're keeping on making money doing whatever. And most of these people are drunks and they do all the disruptive things. I don't do those disruptive things. And I'm going to explain to him that he has cost me my livelihood. I have a bill that I have to pay every month that nobody in my family can afford to pay. And that if he is going to do this and turn me into a criminal, then guess what? I'm not going to be able to pay these fines. And how does he think I'm going to come up with the money? This is how criminals are born. I have never, all this life, I've avoided becoming a criminal. And I never thought that criminality was inevitable. You just don't break laws. It's as simple as that. But when you have certain bad police officers that think it's funny to harass people, kicking them when they're down, I'm going to tell them, look, I'm not homeless. But even if I was, what you're doing isn't right. I have a place to live. However, this place that I have to live it might not be forever. And I have bills I have to pay. And by what he's doing, he's preventing me from supporting myself. He's also preventing me from having any kind of a social life. Because by the time I go out there in the wee hours, most of the people I know have gone to sleep, either because they have to function during the daytime or maybe because they're drunk and they just, eventually fall asleep. And so I have less people looking after me to protect me. I don't have any means to protect myself. I don't have a black belt in karate, and because I'm a Jersey girl, I'm not armed. I mean, this is ridiculous. However, I can tell you, well, I certainly wouldn't. There are people on those streets who do have means to protect themselves, and they don't care about the law. I do, and I'm being targeted because I have a fear of these authority figures. And you know what? I haven't been really legitimately afraid of police in a long time, and now all of a sudden I am. This is affecting my politics. This is affecting how I feel about my country. This is affecting so many things, you know. And if the police realized what they were doing, and also the fact maybe they don't realize that maybe they don't think too many of the people they jack up actually vote, because maybe most of the people they jack up are already in and out so much that they've become felons and have lost their right to vote. I don't want to lose my right to vote. And it starts. You might laugh. Those of you who've been jacked up and been in and out of jail or prison might think this is funny. Oh, she's just worried about it. Whatever you get for playing guitar in public without a license, and so you don't pay these fines. And say the only way to deal with this is to do time served, because eventually they pick you up for warrants. Then you have a record, and records have to start someplace. I never thought that I would have something like this. No, I didn't get fined, but I'm headed out there. The guy, that asshole cop, threatened me with fine up to $2,000 the next time he catches me because I don't have a license. And I've caught him in so many lies. He says the license that I want does not exist. That's a lie. Maybe he thinks that I just want the panhandling license. Does he not know the difference between playing guitar and panhandling? You know, and to me, abuse is wrong whether it's homeless or not homeless. If the cops think I'm homeless, I guess I'd rather be thought a homeless person than thought a prostitute. And the thing is, lately I've met a bunch of prostitutes. I've met so many different kinds of people that I never thought would be in my social circle now. I've started to befriend people in my neighborhood. When you're walking around late at night looking for roaches on your for step stoop, you're gonna find all kinds of interesting people when you live on the corner of crack and heroin. I know so many junkies now. I knew a handful of people like that in Los Angeles, and they were mostly people because I was into speed. Speed people and heroin people don't really hang out in the same social circles because their timing is all different. Speedy people don't sleep, and the heroin people, well, they're spending so much time pursuing getting their next high. But at the same token, I'm not getting any sleep. I'm getting less sleep now than when I was on speed. And it's all because of this cop has me the only way that I can make any kind of money. Oh, I finally got rid of those cigarettes that somebody gave me. I can't talk about this on Facebook because you can't sell loosies, right? Well, I sold the 3/4 of a pack of cigarettes that I acquired. Some guy who's always buying loosies, he gave me $2 for it. I know I could have sold them individually, but whenever you get cigarettes, you end up giving half of them away to your friends because you don't want to take advantage of people. So he got a bargain. He got 3/4 of a pack of cigarettes for $2. Oh, and I got a case of ramen noodles too. And I mean ramen noodles. That's right. But anyway, this has a good bit of battery power. And by the way, I don't know how to. The only reason why I'm really doing all these live streams is because this is a Windows 11 machine. I do not know how to take the video that I just shot out of this and the pictures I just shot of it. When I upload from YouTube, it does not even give me an option to show what is in my machine. It wants me to give up what's in my OneDrive account, which the OneDrive account has old pictures in it. What the heck do I want to upload pictures from an old photo album? I want to upload something that I shot today, right? Or a couple days ago, not something 5 or 10 years ago. Makes no sense. And, maybe you think I'm too lazy to bother learning. Come on, man. If they had a book that I could read, that'd be great. What are you supposed to search for all this stuff online, or wait for somebody, some tech person from a foreign country that has a very heavy accent that I'm trying to understand what they're saying? Or they say to go use another device to go and learn stuff. I don't have another device right now, and I've got this. Yeah, it doesn't show what's in my computer though. So that's why I'm doing all these live streams. Anyway, it's now 7:16 p.m. I'm all packed up. I've got everything except my copy of the United States Constitution. When I go in the YouTube studio, it gives me the option to use my OneDrive. It does not give me the option to use what's inside my computer. I've tried looking at every file folder. It doesn't mention what's in his computer. The My Pictures does not show where I just shot. Oh, and then it shows a bunch of pictures and it doesn't show me what they are. It shows it lets me know that it's a picture or it's a video, but it doesn't tell me what it is. And you know, this is getting really stressful. There's not enough marijuana around that I could find to undo the stress. And I've been picking up roaches left and right. You know how many roaches I smoked today? Oh, and somebody's telling me about you got to worry about K12 or whatever, K2. You got to worry about if you see chunks, plasticky chunks in something, then it's been adulterated. But I don't know. I would think if it's by the time you see the roach, it'll probably be all melted. I hope I never catch any of that crap. Well, look, I gotta, oh yeah, my turnaround. Uh, Here, you look over where the sign is. See my pot leaf stuff? Whoops. Getting a lot of use out of them because usually I only wear them in the wee hours. Uh, and the thing is, crack I'm not too scared of because I've done that before. I've done it willingly 3 times in my life. I don't like it. It's disgusting. But that said, like sometimes you get your bowl back and you find out that other things besides weed have been smoked through it. I mean, that happened to me a couple times in LA. But anyway, I'm gonna go to. Oh, that's right. I found an unopened beer that somebody threw out along with empties, and I'm going to bring it on the boardwalk. And I promised it to people that I would have them share it because I don't drink anymore. So anybody that's local, uh, you want to watch some interesting stuff go down, meet me at Boardwalk Hall. It's 7:18 now. Let's see how quickly I can get up there without bullshitting with a whole bunch of people. And I don't think there's anything else I have to look for because everything is basically packed up and ready to go. I'll talk to you guys later. Um, Free speech, everybody. Is that too much to ask for? Free speech and peace and marijuana. I gladly accept marijuana. And oh yeah, and if you ever want to donate to organizations, Alley Cat Allies is really great because they save stray cats. I'm all about the kitties. Love you. Bye.